Being a nurse to me means giving quality care to patients and looking after them as I would if it was any member of my family, which is what I was taught when I started nursing 44 years ago.
I think when you see the difference that you can make in a patient's care or in their staff life, that small little difference really makes my life enjoyable in the role that I do.
When my close friend fell very unwell, I was able to see the wonderful impact the medical staff had on him, and that inspired me to start my nursing training.
Being a midwife to me is a real privilege. Being at the birth of a baby and supporting a woman through labour is the most wonderful experience.
I just like seeing patients, when they come in really unwell, seeing them walk out of this ward, going home to their families, knowing that we've made a difference to their journey in this hospital and we've made them better.
I wanted a job that's rewarding. I feel like I have a lot to give to people. I'm compassionate, and I just don't think there's a better job worth doing. It's priceless when you do make a difference to people's lives and you see the differences to make when you see improvements in their health.
It's a really challenging job, but I really enjoy it, and I enjoy looking after patients and trying to get the best outcomes as possible for them. I think it's very challenging, it's hard emotionally sometimes, but it can be very rewarding at the end of the day as well.
I love being a midwife here. I love working as part of a team. Everyone's really supportive because I'm new, so everyone's really nice and help with everything. I love looking after the women. I love making their journey from just being a woman to being a mother as special as it can be. I think my favourite thing is seeing the fathers' faces once they've had their baby and they look at their wife or partner and they're just so proud and happy. I think that's my favourite bit.
So today has been the celebration of the International Day for Nursing, National Day of the Midwife, and also celebrating 100 years of learning disability nursing in its own right as a speciality. But with particular emphasis for Norfolk and Norwich, something that's very special to our hearts here as nurses, is the centenary of the burial of Edith Cavell, our World War I nurse.
Edith was born in Swardston in 1865. I come from her village. We have quite a lot of material gathered over the years about her, some of which nobody seems to know about. She became a nurse aged 30 and she started professional nursing in Brussels in 1907. And basically she knows all about the realities of nursing as it was then, and it's not that different today, as I've been finding out from colleagues around the room.
It's important for nurses and midwives to have that time to stand back and reflect on their clinical practice, the impact that they have on the immediate, their families and the wider community, but also to look to the future. So we've seen Nancy and her team today launch the Nursing, Midwifery and Clinical Professions strategy for the next 5 years. That's starting the consultation process. So as well as reflecting, it's about looking forward and moving to a place where outstanding practice is the norm. And Norfolk and Norwich is certainly on that road. I've seen today behind me all the projects that are ongoing, and certainly I think from my presentation and others throughout the day, hopefully staff of all grades, all disciplines will be infused to take a small project, and it doesn't have to be big, it's the small that makes a difference to improve outcomes for patients.
Giving time to reflection today on those beautiful but small moments in time we have with our patients and carers makes us realise and remember why we came into the profession, what makes us proud for the professions that within which we work. That for every nurse and every midwife to know that they are making an impactful, heartfelt and selfless impact on the patient and their family is something we don't think about because we do it time after time and day in and day out. but actually they are the beautiful moments that make us realise and remember that actually we can do more. And if we could make every moment as special as that, then we will attain more and more standards and greater opportunities for quality improvement. But the nurses and midwives at Norfolk and Norwich are an exceptional set of professionals, of which I am incredibly proud and privileged to represent them as their chief nurse.